Yo, YouTube, what's going on? And welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is a new recording session, so I should have the volume fixed for the most part. It might still be a little bit low. I don't know. If it is, I'll increase it even more the next episode. But we're going to pick up right where we left off. The humans just attacked us, and we have to run down this road real quick and get a horse and run to Talmberg. So that's where we are, and that's where we're picking up. And make sure you hit the like, sub, all that stuff. Hopefully you guys are liking this. Like I said, we'll get through this prologue here this episode or next, and then that's when we get to the real fun stuff about the game. So let's get right into it. Get down this hill. Make sure old man ain't following us yet. Old dude. Come on, buddy.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you!
Humans are about to violate our old lady over there, our side chick. See, which one of these is our horse? We'll go with this one. Oh. Nope. Dismount this first. Whistle so they get off of her. Jump on the horse. And let's take off. I think we took the wrong horse, but it'll be alright. We'll get another horse here shortly. Alright, here comes cutscene. Shot me in the damn leg. Alright, we gotta outrun these guys. And we are bleeding. And we're heading to Talmberg. And they're mumbling behind us. And our horse is slow as shit. And they're shooting arrows at us.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
No, left. Run, bitches! Run!
Flee! To Talmberg! Warn the others! They've torn.
Oh, you're boned, dude. You're boned. Now we gotta watch our horse stamina here. It's that green bar that's on the bottom there. If that thing starts getting too low, our horse could buck us off. So what I'm going to do is go to more of a gallop here for a minute. Let that stamina regen just a little bit. Might get hit here. And then we take off again.
Flee!
You're screwed too, bub. We should be getting close to the end of it here. Run in front of my horse, my dude. That's smart. Oh, horse stamina's getting low again. Then regain some stamina. Shooting arrows. Alright, let's go, buddy. Shit horse. Alright, we made it to the next cutscene. Get a skill level in horsemanship too. Nice.
Oh my God! Wait!
Jesus Christ!
Help! Skalitz has been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Hanyo! Hosungine!
We're gonna see if the dialogue volume is up high enough now. I'm kind of looking at it here, seeing where it's hitting when they start talking and not screaming. See if it's up good enough. Might need to increase it a little bit more.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What
It seems like it's getting up there pretty good. I think we're alright.
I've come from Skalitz.
Find out when
They
I'm
burned it to the
editing,
ground.
but it should be good.
Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. I don't know. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
What an asshole.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Talmberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, Thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Ride to Talmberg. Completed. Come on, game. You can do it. That's the only bad thing about playing it on Xbox One is some of the loading screens are a little longer. But, oh well. Not that big a deal. It's not that many loading screens like that. What are you staring at, ho? Look at me like that. I'll put it in your pooper.
Ow!
Yeah. Oh. Are we supposed to talk to him? Yeah, we are. Let's talk.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Alright, let's go get some food. What is our stuff at? Here. Nourishment's at 15? Wow. Yeah, we're starving. Starving.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad.
It's Sir Divish's
Bojana
old lady.
here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
What an ass.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
I hear you came from Skalitz today.
We'll pick all that up in a minute. First thing I'm gonna do is eat from pot. Pick up all this roast duck.
Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
Why's my reputation lost? Oh. Probably 'cause she was screaming look out the whole time because she couldn't walk around me. Get over it, lady. Alright, let's eat some food. Roast duck does 26. We are at 25 nourishment, so let's eat this up. That should get us to 100. 103. We went over it. We can just hold on to this stuff. It'll go bad probably before we get a chance to eat it, but it'll be alright. We are tired as shit. Need to go to bed. And our bed is back in here. Doesn't matter how long we sleep, we're gonna get woken up, but get our energy at least till the morning.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
Looking for some, man.
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful.
Like I said, it's still the prologue. Prologue's gonna be over
I
shortly.
came to offer you solace.
So it's a lot of
To let
cutscenes
you
like
know
this,
you're
not a
not
lot of
alone.
playing.
Thank you.
I'll try to get through the
Thank you
prologue
kindly.
this episode.
You're welcome. Now, Henry.
Don't let it
I
discourage you
know
from the
this is
game.
all very new and
Nothing like
strange
this.
for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
I might skip through this part. It's going to give you a dialogue where you can talk to her, you can tell her about everything, or you can skip and not tell her about anything. I want to get speech up, so I'm going to tell her about stuff. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in here or not. We'll see how long it takes. I might not. I might cut it out.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
We're going to go with speech.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
We're probably going to go with speech again, because it's higher than hers.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Let's go with that's all smoke on the horizon.
On the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Go with this
The
one.
gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I like this view. Doesn't
I
even
ran
show
to
her.
the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Yeah, we'll just keep it going. Beach.
I wasn't safe yet. The humans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of human savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Trying to say she needs some.
Seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Alright, long ass cutscene done. Now we're dreaming about Skalitz.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward. Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Alright. This way.
Why they attacked so quick, so we wouldn't have time
Listen up! If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
I'll be with you.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Like I said, lots of cutscenes. Prolog's almost over, though. Alright, we gotta talk to him.
Man,
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Take care now.
We'll talk to this guard.
My respects to you.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
It seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
That pretty much tells you to skip time. That's what we're gonna do until they relieve us. There we go. Where are we heading? This way.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Look out of the way, my guy.
What the?
Jesus.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
And there they go.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Gonna get you, motherfucker. Talk to Sir Robert, get a horse.
Look out.
God be with you.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
And fail.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those
I don't
who
think you
never
won
get
this
theirs
one, so.
back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Why did Sigismund burn down?
We'll go through all these real quick.
Too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain
So
lords
keep
have
getting her
resolved
speech
to take
up.
things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Kuttenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
So he
Loot.
could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
What about the Cumans?
Where did these Cumans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Alright, the dialogue here. We talked to him. I'm gonna go down here. It's a trader. Go this way.
Marauding with foreign mercenaries and pillaging towns.
I was surprised myself.
If this trader has any lockpicks, I do need a lockpick. I think he does.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. Good luck to you.
He does have lockpick. Or to buy one. Do we have anything we can sell? Could sell some of this stuff, but it's not going to give us much. Sell. Save your schnapps. We don't need that many. At least get us 2 lockpicks to start off with.
Let's have a word about the price.
Haggle with him here.
All right, so.
Our haggle's going to be low, so I'm not going to be able to get much off of him.
Agree?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Let's try that.
All right, so.
Alright, good. Alright, let's talk to this guard.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What have you got in
supposed to
mind?
think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right. I'll have a look around for something.
And we're just going to end dialogue there. So we need to find a disguise. And also, I want to go talk to the old lady that's keen on us. Because she should help us out. Give us a little something, something. Can I open? Thank you. Think she's in here? No, she's sleeping. Let's talk to her anyways. Wake up, bitch. Time to get up.
The Lord save you. What do you need?
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
We know we're ahead of her in speech. That's what we're going to do. I have to bury my parents.
My parents are lying in the mud of Skalitz at the mercy of dogs and jackdaws. I can't just leave them there.
That's terrible. May the Lord have mercy on their souls. But how can I help you, Henry? I don't want your death on my conscience.
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you, and he'll let you go.
Good thinking. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
It's rather embarrassing.
Give me some money.
But if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money, and unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear. They'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable. Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
And we're not going to talk to any more about her. Any more with her. We're just going to go ahead and try to get our armor. So that we can get out of here. We've been recording for actually about 49 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. We are almost through the prologue, so trust me, it's not all like this. We're almost done. We just have to get to Skalitz, and then we do like a thing in Skalitz. And then we're done through the prologue, and then it actually turns into the game. So like I said, the first few episodes are going to be a lot of prologue, a lot of cutscenes. Don't get discouraged if you're thinking about getting this game. That's the worst part. Like I said, the prologue takes about an hour to get through or so. And then it actually turns into the game, and it's actually pretty cool. So if you're not liking it, like I said, jump forward a couple episodes until it actually gets into the game and the prologue's over, and then see what you think about it. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Much appreciated, much love to everyone, and we will catch you guys on the next one later.